If I ever have to leave my home, I'm going to that drunken fisherman.
வீட்டுக்கு கதவிருக்கு கதவுக்கு பூட்டிருக்கு வானத்தை பூட்டி வைப்பதாரடா.
Servus Freunde, my name is Jimmy Cage. I've reviewed almost 500 Indian movies on the channel, and today I want to talk about the 1997 Tamil language musical romantic drama Kadhalukku Mariyadhai, which translates to Respect for Love. It was written and directed by Fazil, and it's a remake of his own Malayalam movie eine, aber, which was released in the same year. Normally I try to go with the original, but unfortunately I wasn't able to find the Malayalam one with English subtitles. As far as I could see, there are at least 3 wonderful actresses reprising their roles. KPAC Lalita and Srividya as the mothers, and Shalini as our protagonist Mini. The guy who falls in love with her, as usual it's love at first sight, is named Jiva and played by Vijay in the remake. So at least I got to watch another one of his films. But I think probably the best element about the remake might be the beautiful soundtrack that was composed by the legendary Ilayaraja. I mean, I don't know about the original movie's music, but the one to Kadhalukku Mariyadhai is fantastic, and easily what I enjoyed most about it. There are 5 long song sequences, all featuring beautiful music, great melodies that take you back to a different time and place. And they are also all in service of the story and characters. Then there's a shorter 6th song and another one that accompanies the opening credits. I really can't wait to watch the songs again with Dennis. But what about the actual story? It's actually rather simple. Or honestly, it's super simple, and that's part of the appeal of movies like this. It's almost 3 hours long, and for my own taste it's definitely way too long. But I also knew what I got myself into, and then I was able to just accept and enjoy it as what it is. It's a big and heavy, tragic love story about 2 young people who just can't be together. It's about Jiva and Mini, 2 students who ran into each other, and immediately there was something magical about it. Why? Because that's how this young love works, and more so, that's how these movies work. Throughout the entire film, they really don't talk that much with each other. One could say they know very little about the other one, but that's not really important here. They are in love, and that's that. In the beginning, the strong feeling, as often, is coming more from Jiva's side of things. He just knows that he is going to marry this girl. A notion that can come across as obsessive and also menacing and toxic. But in this movie, thankfully not so much. Vijay's portrayal of Jiva is rather sweet and innocent, and also heartfelt later on. The problem though is that Mini has a brother, and when Jiva meets him for the first time, he doesn't know he's her brother. And his talk about marrying this girl isn't really helpful in making a good first impression. And this brother, named Steven, played by Talavaisal Vijay, being a police officer, also doesn't help, and Jiva and his 2 best friends Kesavan, played by Charlie, and Raghavan, played by Damu, get beaten up pretty badly. And then it's revealed that Mini has another brother who happens to be kind of a local goon, and he and his guys give them another thrashing. So much so that they need to go to a doctor. And now there's another reveal, because that doctor is yet another brother of Mini. I had so much fun with this whole beginning and how the movie sets it up, especially that last little twist with the doctor. And then we get another wonderful song, in which we learn just how protective Mini's family is, and that she is regarded as the light of that family. And Jiva stealing that light can't be allowed. He's also coming from a Hindu household, while Mini's family is Christian. So it's not possible for them to be together. I found it kind of bizarre, but also kind of powerful that the movie doesn't really address that really. What I mean is that it's not something that's talked about, at least not in the subtitles. It's not said that they can't be together because he's a Hindu and she's a Christian. I think it's just accepted that this is like something that everyone knows, and that's like this unspoken law of nature. It's a rule of this society and there's nothing to do about it. And to mingle with someone from another religion is like this mortal sin, and the movie is getting really extreme in how the characters talk and behave. Minnie is super loved and treasured by her family, but only as long as she is doing what they believe is right. Should she decide to go with Jiva, she's dead to them, and does not even attempt to really talk about this whole situation. The same goes for Jiva's family, who is also just completely against it all. On the other side, later in the movie, we have the father of one of Jiva's friends and his community of fishers. They don't have much, but they are willing to just completely accept and support them no matter what. It's where we also get another wonderful song sequence. Kadhalukku Mariyadhai is moving in these extremes and getting its big emotion through it as well. And if you accept the movie for what it is able to move you and entertain you. For me, the balance of heavy drama and some lighthearted comedy also worked rather well here. Charlie and Damu, as the two best friends, are there for some comedy, but it's not exaggerated too much. And you also really feel that they care a lot for their friend, and that's great. Both actors are doing a good job, which is why it's excusable that they are both obviously way too old for the roles. The cast in general is strong, as is the ending. I mean, you have to decide for yourself if these characters, the brothers and the families, are really redeemable. But because it's such a simplified and extreme movie, it works in that melodrama romance genre. Also because it's obviously more than 20 years old and you also watch it through a lens of nostalgia and enjoy all the elements that come with it. The music, costumes, hair and makeup, and just that type of filmmaking and storytelling. And also a lot of brawls. And aside the great soundtrack, the background music by Ilayaraja is also pretty atmospheric and at times even a bit eerie. So to sum it up, I had a pretty good time with Kadhalukku Mariyadhai. So in German I'd say, Kadhalukku Mariyadhai hat eine simple, aber emotionale Geschichte voller Extreme, einen guten Cast und einen großartigen Soundtrack von Ilayaraja. I give Kadhalukku Mariyadhai 7 out of 10. It's more like 7.2, but I don't do that. Alright, that's it like always. Comment below and let me know what you think about Kadhalukku Mariyadhai. You can hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, Letterboxd and also on Patreon, simply at TheJimmyCage. And if you enjoyed this episode, please give me a thumbs up, share, subscribe, whatever you like. And make sure you hit that bell for all I have to tell.